I'm a Palestinian. Name and date, please. Well, why not? Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Name and date. I'm waiting.
Free Palestine.
Name and date of the first man or woman that said in world history, I am a Palestinian.
Jesus was a Palestinian.
You fool!
Jesus was a Palestinian. He was born in Bethlehem. He was a Palestinian.
Desperation!
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine.
Ladies and gentlemen, they don't have an answer.
Jesus.
They don't have an answer. All they have are slogans.
Jesus was a Palestinian, my friend.
Jesus was from the house of Judah. Okay? Jesus came from one of the 12 tribes of Israel, Judah.
He was a Palestinian.
He was not a Palestinian.
Where was he born? Where was he born?
He was born in the town that I went to in my The Lord Jesus was born in the town of King David.
Yeah, not Israel. Not Israel. Not Israel.
You fool! Bethlehem is a town, not a country.
You know what?
Okay?
My dad is born
Jesus was born in Bethlehem. What does Bethlehem mean? In Hebrew, the house of bread. Jesus said, I am the bread that came from heaven.
When was Israel born?
Okay?
When was Israel born? He doesn't know. When was Israel
He doesn't
born?
know. Oh, you want to answer? Yeah. Well, I asked you first.
No. He doesn't know. When was Israel born? Go on.
That's very easy.
Yeah, go on.
But how many of you
When was it born?
There are 10 of you.
Well, you stand
There
up
are 10 of you.
You chose
Right.
to stand
I asked you first. Name the first Palestinian man or woman.
Jesus. When was
Jesus
Israel
was
born?
an Arab.
Yeah, he was. Forget the first Palestinian. Name me the first Israeli.
Since when do Jewish people metamorphose into Arabs?
Jesus was a Coptic.
Yeah, exactly.
You got no knowledge.
And you can't talk about that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I find it interesting. I'm rather saddened that these so-called intellectuals are ashamed of giving you answers.
You don't know when Israel was born.
The word Palestine, for those who don't know, was started by someone who hated the Jews.
Who's that? Why are you doing that?
They don't know! They don't know!
Jews lived in Palestine.
Isn't that amazing? They don't know!
Jews lived in Palestine.
In 132 AD, who controlled Great Britain as an empire?
Where was Israel in
Who
32 AD?
controlled England in 132 AD?
Where was Israel in
The
132
Roman Empire. Right.
What's your views
Who
on
was the
critical
guy
methods?
at the top chain? Ever heard of Hadrian's Wall between England and Scotland? Right.
Churchill.
Churchill.
Yes,
You got a bulldog, aren't you?
Now, what you have done in this
Emperor Hadrian is the man who started the word Palestine.
Free Palestine. The Bible. Palestine is mentioned in the Bible. More than
Are you Romans?
I'm Palestinian.
Are you Romans?
We are
So
Palestinians.
why are you using a Latin word to describe yourself?
Palestine.
Yeah, it's a
That's
Latin
Arabic.
word.
Forget
It's
Latin.
not Arabic,
Yes,
it's
sir.
not Hebrew, and it's not English.
Why is it?
So why are you using a Roman word in Latin from Emperor Hadrian to describe yourself?
What's your views on
Well, why? Why are you picking on a Roman word?
Is that the point?
It is very important
Is this all what you have?
because we need to go to the roots.
Is that all what
We
you have?
need to go to the origin.
You don't even
Okay,
know when
you don't
Israel
know.
was born.
Oh, it scares me. I know that.
Answer that question. When
Right.
Israel was born.
Who was the first Palestinian?
I am the first
You're a
Palestinian.
liar.
Yeah, just as you are.
Right?
You're a battle liar.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those who want to know, not those who want slogans, but really want to know, Emperor Hadrian had a problem with the Jews. The Jewish people had fought 3 major wars. 63 BC, and then 70 AD, and then finally in 135 AD, those 3 wars. The Jewish people of Israel, especially Judea, fought against the Romans. The Jews lost those 3 wars.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Emperor Hadrian was fed up by the Jews. So he said the Jews are very tenacious to 2 things. 1, Jerusalem as a capital, and 2, the name of Israel. So what did Hadrian do? He said, from now on, I'm going to call Jerusalem Aila Capitolina.
Free Palestine, anyway.
They don't know that, do they?
Free Palestine!
Slogans. Second, Hadrian said from now on, Jews are not allowed to stay in Israel. From now on, you either become a slave or you go into exile, and Jerusalem is going to become a farmyard. I have seen the coins that were minted by Emperor Hadrian. On one side, Hadrian's face. On the other side, it's cows plowing the field over Jerusalem in 135 AD. That's history. So, Hadrian said, from now on, this country shall be called Palestina, Latin. Why? Because Hadrian understood history. He said, oh, who were the worst enemies of Israel? And he told the Philistines. Now, who were the Philistines? The Philistines, for those who don't know, were not Arabs. They were not Jewish. They were not Europeans. Their father was a man called Ham, like my father. That's right, Hamitic. Not Semitic.
Your father's called Paul, not Ham.
When Hadrian chose the word home Palestina, it was from the Philistines. Question, today, when you ask someone who says, I'm a Palestinian, are you a Hamite or Semitic? Are you Hamitic or Semitic? Which one are you? Arabs, I know, they come from Shem. That's why they're called Semitic. Jews come from Abraham, they're Semitic. Palestinians, what are you? Are you Arab or Hamitic? Tell us. You got the wrong name. We come from Italy and have been to Italy. So why do you have a Latin name and yet you're proud of your Arab heritage? Now the name Jerusalem, the name Israel, very interesting. Here's a picture. If you go to Paris, there's a museum called the Louvre Museum. Louvre. It's got collections of artifacts. I went there 10 years ago. Look at this. Guess what? See, they're running away from history. They don't like it. Typical. Shout, 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 and you fight, but you don't even know what you're doing. Is that education or foolishness? Now this, for those who want to know, tells you there's a country called Israel in 830 BC, not AD, BC. This is a slogan by a Jordanian king, Moabite, because there was no country called Jordan in 800 BC or 830 BC, okay? Moab is where Jordan is today. The king of Moab ran away from the king of Israel. So he's boasting about it. He said, brother, I ran away from the king of Israel 4 times. Now, why would a foreigner from what you call Jordan today boast, I escaped from Israel 2,000 plus years ago. Because he was his kingdom of Israel. Nothing to hide. So why did he say I'm running from Palestine? There was no Palestine in 800 BC. But there was an Israel in 830 BC. This is called the Mesha Stela. For those who want to look at it later on when you Google it. Mesha. Mesha was the king of Moab in today's Jordan. So he was boasting. And then, for the first time in world history, apart from the Bible, this guy talks about God of Israel, Yahweh. Wow! That's the first time we see somebody who's not Jewish talking about the God of Israel, his first name, Yahweh. He talks about Israel in Scripture. Now, the very first time the word Israel appears is with a man called Jacob. In history, Yaakov. Yaakov was one of the sons of, was descended from